Okay, welcome back. We're looking at section 14.5, which is about numbers in standard form, and another word for that is in scientific notation. So let's take a look on your calculator how we can format numbers. Let's put in a very big number, the speed of light. So it's 3 by 10 to the 8, which is 8 zeros. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the speed of light. Okay, here. So we can set up our number format into a fixed number of decimals, normal mode, and scientific mode. So let's jump into scientific mode. And while you are in scientific mode, it still says how many significant figures do you want on your coefficient. A is the coefficient and 10 to the n is the multiplier. Okay, so we will say we want 3 decimal places. Okay, and now when you hit ST, it switches your number over to scientific notation or to standard mode. So that's a very big number. Now let's take a very small number. So let's clear that and take a very small number, let's say 0.00000789. Okay, so you can look at that. Well, it won't switch it back actually to decimal. Okay, but that's 7.89 by 10 to the negative 6. Let's do a few more that are actually here in the book for us. Clear. So say we want to put in this 6.8 by 10 to the 4. You go down and use this button here. So you go 6.8. Now there's something very special about this by 10 to the power of 4. And that is, this is a single number. It's not a product. Okay, so that's that number in there. You know, it's funny the way they put in this box. This part is written as a number between 1 and 10. Yes, it is, but they should give it a name. It's called a coefficient of the number. And this is called a multiplier, as I said. Okay, we did 5,000. Let's clear. So if I want to put in 64,000, I have two choices. If I want to put it in integer format, also called decimal format if you like, we can just do what I just did, and this shows it up in scientific mode. But I can always jump back into my number format and turn it back to normal. Just pick the one option there. Okay, and then we can switch over. Well, it won't switch over and back, it just switches it back there. You get the idea? So we can always put those, you can put those numbers in yourself as an exercise. Okay, we'll deal with all this stuff in a bit. Okay, so yeah, as they say, some calculators have exp and some have 10 to the x. So they've said that correctly. Okay, let's get on to example 1. You can do it with pen and paper, but there's really no need. So regardless of what mode you're in up here, we can fill in the 1.84 by 10 to the 2 as 1.84 by 10 to the 2. Now you might say, well, I already know how to use the multiplication and this thing here, or if it was a cubed or a squared. You should not do that, because if you do it, the number will be treated as two numbers and the priority of operations will mess things up. Okay, so you should always use this button down here. So that's that one in. Now you could do this with pen and paper, sure, but really it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. This scientific notation is all about calculators and stuff like that. So you really want to be doing it this way. So we'll hit equals, and we see it written for long. And then if you want to switch it over, you got to go. ST won't do it. You'd have to do Shift Menu Number Format. And because we're just studying scientific notation, I'd suggest we leave it in number format for the rest of this class, unless something goes particularly wrong. Okay, so that just tells me how to put in a calculation. Let's see, can I blow this up here? Plus 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 plus. Just maybe you see it better. I don't know. Okay, so let's key this in. Now first off, like I said, this is treated as one number, so this isn't really good practice to put the brackets on it. No, it's not good practice at all. So you'd go like this here, 6 power to the 3, 6 by 10 to the 3 times 4.5. Now you see, stay away from that, go straight down here by 10 to the 4 all over 1.2 by 10 to the 4. Okay, hit equals and you'll get your result, 2.25 by 10 to the 4. Okay, let's bring this back to normal size. So which of these is in standard notation? The first, because the coefficient is between 1 and 10. No, because the coefficient is not between 1 and 10. No and yes. Write out each of the following in decimal form as a decimal number. So I've done this with pen and paper, and we can do this with pen and paper in class now if we want to pause. Yeah, that's great. I'm going to stop now and see, can I bring a camera in that's on pen and paper actually. So that's your first video for today. I hope you enjoyed it.